Hey everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is your host Travis, and today's deck is Blinking Green. We are actually doing a theme week around the card Teleportation Circle. I'm using my 2 copies of the card, and we're experimenting with all of the colors. So we're going to have an all-white deck, white-green deck, white-blue deck, etc. for the week. And this is mostly trying to take advantage of green. I've got just a couple of multicolored cards. So we've got Trellis Sara Moon Dancer, legendary elf cleric. This is a staple of the life gain decks now. If you have the right life gain helpers, other creatures already on the field, just a couple and maybe put a third one down, she can be like 6/6, 8/8, 10/10 creature by turns 3, 4, or 5. Also, I Fall of the Imposter. I can put some counters for a couple of turns on a target creature and then exile the greatest creature among my target opponent. The only other white stuff that I have in here is the 2 teleportation circles themselves, 1 Moonblessed Cleric to help find that enchantment and bring it forward up to the top, 1 Expel to exile a target tapped creature, and 1 Potion of Healing that, although I can use the healing when I need to, it's mostly there just to draw a card and for me to blink it with my teleportation circle to keep drawing a card every turn. And that draw card advantage is usually providing just enough advantage to help me either survive or turn the tide of the game. The rest of this is all the green spells that I picked that seem to do well in terms of being blinked and a little bit of protection against flight. So going through them, we have Reclaim the Wastes. This is my ramp. I don't have a lot of ramp, but this is the one ramp I have there. I have Skyclave Pickaxe. Attach it to a target creature I control, and landfall, you get +2/+2 for your creature until end of the turn. Dauntless Survivor. When they enter the battlefield, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So our plan is to blink this with Teleportation Circle and pump up whatever creatures we need to until we make parity or overpower our opponent's creatures. Gnarled Colony. If it's kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 counters, and each creature you control with a +1 counter on it has trample. So I like pairing this with Dauntless Survivor because I like having trample, and I don't think I have anything else that gives trample. But the more that I can have this guy survive, pardon the pun, on the field, the more he can pump people up, and I'll either go big with 1 creature if I know that I don't have to worry about removal, or I'll go wide and give everybody +1 and trample in combination with the Gnarled Colony. 2 Guardian Gladewalkers, 1/1 Changelings. When they enter the battle, you put +1 counters on target creatures. So again, that works with the Gnarled Colony just fine. Masked Vandal, another changeling. When he enters the battlefield, you can exile a creature card from your graveyard, and that enables you to exile a target artifact or enchantment that an opponent controls. So that's my artifact control or enchantment control right there. Plummet to destroy a creature with flying. You never know when you're going to come up against an all-angel deck or a bunch of demons or whatever, dragons. Prosperous Innkeeper, 3 of those, so I can get some treasures in there and gain life. I can blink these guys to create more treasures, or I can blink any other creature and gain life. So this is really fun to have with the teleportation circle out because it gives you a lot of flexibility. You know, do I want more treasure in the early game so that I can cast bigger stuff sooner, or do I need more life? Ranger class gives me the 2/2 green wolf creature token, and then I can add counters on target attacking creatures. In Search of Greatness, I've kind of built this deck with this card in mind, even though I only have 1 copy of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can cast a permanent spell with your hand with mana value equal to 1 plus the highest mana value among other permanents you control without paying its mana cost, if you don't scry 1. So what a lot of us ended up doing is just scrying 1 at the beginning of our upkeep each turn. But you can see from the mana curve, I've got a lot of 2 cast manas and I've got a lot of 3 cast manas. So if I have any one of these 2 cast permanents out on the field and in Search of Greatness, then suddenly these guys, not the instants, not the sorceries, but the permanents, the creatures or the enchantments, these can be cast for free. And that's a big help, especially if I get them out early in the game. Also, that gives me a nice way if I've got, say, a Moonblessed Cleric already out on the field, and I drew Teleportation Circle because I found it with the Moonblessed Cleric the last turn, but In Search of Greatness lets me put it down without spending any mana. Okay, 4 Baloth Pack Hunters. They have trample. This is the one other creature I think I have that has oh no, I have more trample in here. I think I did. Okay, yeah, Ignore me. I've got plenty of trampoline here, right? Between these 4 creatures and some more. Anyway, if there's a pack hunter already on the battlefield, then when I put the second one down, I get to put 2+1 counters on any other creature named Battle Pack Hunter. Now, the cool part about this, combined with Teleportation Circle, is I can really start pumping these guys up. Then we have a Seeka's Chariot, which can give me the cats. And I don't think I have to say a lot about a Seeka's Chariot. A Seeka's Chariot is very big in the metagame right now. Put on a good showing at the World Championships and stuff like that. So it's very common to come across that card now. Eltergard Ranger. Human Elf Ranger. 4. He's only 1, but he has reach to help protect against flyers, which is going to come in handy. Whenever he enters the battlefield, he creates a 2/2 green wolf creature token. You see him to the left. He's a pretty cool looking wolf. I like to blink him with the Teleportation Circle so I can keep getting these free 2/2 green wolf creatures. Next up, Ravenous Lindworm. When they enter the battlefield, you gain 4 life, so if you need to gain life back quick, nice to blink them in. Tollivar's Huntmaster. When he enters, you get 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. And let's see. Where are they? There they are. They're cute little wolf puppies, aren't they? That's daybound. If it turns to night, he turns into this creature to the left. Oops, sorry. The Pack Leader, which he goes from 6/6 to 7/7. And still creates the 2/2 green wolf creature tokens, but then he adds this other ability. Another target wolf or werewolf you control fights a creature you don't control for 4 mana. And finally, we have the Bookworm, 7/7 Trampler. When he enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life and draw 1 card. And that's a fun card to blink, right? If you want both life and draw card advantage. And if he dies, you can put him from your graveyard into your library 3rd from the top and always keep bringing him back. All right, the rest is lands, so the quick overview. 3.1, pretty average mana cost, 23 creatures, 24 lands, all kind of fairly standard and well balanced. We're going to take it out for a spin and see how good Teleportation Circle does when you match it up with the green cards. Before I forget, we've got some subscribers, we've got some viewers. I don't think anybody's bothering to like the videos, so you're starting to give me a complex. Somebody, for heaven's sake, click the like button for me, will you? Let me know if you like what we're doing here. Thanks. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Here we go. I have to admit, the night has not gone well on the game. I'm not sure if Magic the Gathering Arena has it in for me or not, but I have faced loss after loss with, it doesn't matter what deck I'm facing, they have the perfect hand, whether it's life gain or landfall. I'm getting knocked out on turn 4. A lot. So it's time for the worm to turn. Give me life and card draw, please. We're prepared against artifacts, enchantments, and creatures with flying. Of course, what we're going up against is probably counterspells. And I've got to assume that's a counterspell, which means I can't play the Teleportation Circle yet. And it might not be a counterspell, but really the key to everything is my Teleportation Circle. So I am going to have to be patient here and wait for him to tap out. Yeah, you can come on through and attack for 1. That means I get to come attack for 2, right? Oh, he has a Raven. Well, that works out perfectly. See, I think after losing 3 or 4 games in a row, the game has decided. It's just my time. It's my time to shine. Yeah, I did that wrong. because I'm going to blink him to get the card draw. And the life gain. Maybe I should blink the Innkeeper to get some more treasures, get Bookworm out faster. I am surprised. Okay. Well, let's try this then. If you just got a Dwari Disruption, I've got the treasure. Now I got double the life gain. No attacks. And I'm just blinking him to get another 2/2 wolf and some more life gain. Oh, too bad I'm tapped out. That's okay. Let's do humans. That's not a human. But let's get another treasure. Ever more life. And we will choose both of these guys. Is that a mistake? Did you want to block? There's a way to hit the undo button. Okay, do I want to draw that card, or do I want yet another creature, or do I want a treasure? Let's go ahead and do card draw. Realm Marker lets me see the next card I got. Okay, land, we will take land. I have reach. Did you forget that? Or is that just a good trade for you? So there's no more rules coming out. Okay, he's got untapped land up the yin-yang, doesn't he? What do you want to do with your untapped land? Still going too slow for me. Let's go ahead and see what happens. It's an expensive spell if he just has a... Maybe he just has Dwari Disruption. I've still got my treasures. I can overcome that. And I can get more life, but let's go for card draw again. I want to keep filling up my hand. Don't really have to make a choice when the card draw automatically helps to gain me a couple life every turn. Okay, this will work. Okay, we finally have movement. How about this one? Okay. What next? Card draw. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to use it for something else. That gives me 3 more life. Are we giving up? I think he's giving up. Okay, that is the beauty of teleportation circle when you get it down and it manages to stay down. But this was kind of his mistake because he could have used the apparition on the teleportation circle a long time ago, and maybe I'd still be down at 20 life or something. And maybe I'd be a little bit longer getting some of these cards along the way as well. So we'll chalk that up to his mistake. Alright, we got the mix of colors that we need. They've already got a first striker that can be 3/1 first striker. I came prepared against the Flyers. And black-red has a choice between the removal spells. Between the two colors, they have lots of removal, which makes Cold Blade a good choice for a mixed black-red deck. They're keeping up with the land draw. No problems there. We're taking it. Our creatures are not tough enough to do anything against them. Okay. Depending on removal, Asika's Chariot might have a chance to do some blocking. Okay, but you're all tapped out, right? Should be able to kill you and survive. But am I stuck on defense here? Maybe not. What if we start not with the Pack Hunter? Let's start with the Changeling. The Shapeshifter, rather. Let's stay on defense. Everybody just got pumped up. But none of them are enough to beat Asika's Chariot. And they're not willing to bluff it. Okay, so how do we want to do this then? We need another tough creature. It's nice to build the life back up. We still want to stay on defense. They have 4 creatures. And I'm still down to 14. Excellent. Also excellent. Those guys I'm ready for. So do I want to kill them both now or later? Let's do later. That's it? That's all you're going to do. Okay. To them, it must almost look like I have the perfect hand. I got him, right? No. No, that would spend my treasures. I'm going to save my treasures for the bookworm. That's good. He might be willing to start attacking, or if he gets land, he can just start draining me for life. But he needs something to get past the chariot, and that may let him do it. Equip for 3 so he can do it this turn. And I'm out of defenses against flying, aren't I? Nothing with reach. Nothing with reach. Flying and lifelink with that. Okay. Auto pay for this. 6 life. Oh yeah. And here I'm just going to destroy the artifact, not the creature with flying. They can pump them up to 6. 1 damage to target creature, 1 damage to controller. I can't really stop that. I'm going to get 4 life. Another flyer. I'll get the artifact. Thank you. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, now he's got enough to just start draining me. Which means I'm going to have to attack soon. Yeah, we'll take the land. We'll take the creature. And yeah, let's go ahead and start attacking. You're gonna give up your drainer for that? It's kind of weird. Here we come. That might have been a mistake. I got a pack hunter coming up. The Cold Blade can't bum rush the bookworm. I still don't have anything to reach with yet. And he gets his choice of who to pump up, so let's see if we can get something else. Just more land. That is not what I needed. Okay. Then we are attacking with the bookworm. You should pump up the eye twitch. Yeah, you should be creating skeletons too. That's a beast, right? 3, 4, 5, which I can kick it. And now, everybody has trample, right? Everybody has trample now. Yep, let's do it. He just wants to pump up the Cold Blade, huh? Okay, this is another card draw, so we'll take it. Even if it is just getting us lands all the time. No attacks. I think that is a good card. Ooh, moving to another creature. Interesting. If you've got exile, then that means I am hitting you again. Hoping he gives up his Death Priest, so he didn't remember to create skeletons anyway, right? A creature has to die each turn. Okay, that's worth it because I can't bring him back into the graveyard now. So I paid a heavy price to get rid of that flyer. Really? Didn't like my Realm Walker. I don't need any more land right now. Alright, let's see. 4, 8... You have trample, right? Flying yet again. Shoot, I did that wrong. Okay. There we go. Too much for him anyway, even though I should have triggered the chariot right then. Okay, did all that with all these creatures. Got through half my deck. Never got to a teleportation circle. Never got to the lady that allows me to bring enchantments up to the top. So 3 different ways to get it. Just never got to it. Still managed to win. Whew! That's kind of what you want. You want a well-balanced deck that doesn't rely on just the one gimmick. You want it to be a little bit robust. Alright, I kind of like having 2 green mana and In Search of Greatness at the very beginning. I used to just use this for scry mostly, right, in the last match, but I liked that capability, so you know what, if all I get out of it, just getting a chance to scry every single turn, I'll take it. That's worth 2 mana for the entire game. Green and red, bring them on. We know you got them. Asika's Chariot. We need land. But maybe there'll be land under that. The real question is, do they have removal? Or does this get to stay? They certainly do like to consider their move, don't they? It's okay, there's no rush. It's not like we got things to do. I've got a deck that has hulking bugbears in it, and I don't usually get them out that fast. Magic the Gathering Arena is being very nice to Tough a Killin' 1 tonight. Okay, so we can cast that for free because of In Search of Greatness. And then what do we do? Get a wolf out. Go and attack this Travisara. And just block and die with those guys. Or do we take it one more time so that we can use... There's what I was expecting, Brushfire Elemental. Yeah, we kind of have to We have to block now, don't we? 9. Shoot, let's see. If I do 3, that would be a Seeker's Chariot. Alright. We're blocking. Okay, we can bring down a Seeker's Chariot because Generous Stray survived. That is good. Let's try this. Get a treasure, get a life. Where do I put the counter? Do I need that right now? Yeah, I kind of do. Next, we are blocking everybody. Yes, we are. They've got nice cheap cards. They got them all up front. They have enough for a dragon now. They're going to have Goldspan Dragon in there. Is he looking for land? He got his land. Didn't use it. I need the land again. Still need the land. Still not doing anything. Because I want to create overwhelming force here. That messes me up a tiny bit. So do I want to do this instead? Plus to attack and look on top of the deck every time. Let's do that. Wouldn't do any good to attack, right? Because I don't have trample on either one of those, so Toski would just block it. Okay, now the worm is turned. Didn't mean to make that kind of pun, but, you know, it fits. Another land. I don't need land right now, do I? Aha. Okay, so I can cast him right off the top. Scry with Trelasara. I like having another creature there that's low enough value that I can cast. So let's do this again. And now I get to target a creature for that, and I get 2 more life gains because I have 2 innkeepers on the field now. Pack Hunter, no. Skip the Pack Hunter. Another Pack Hunter. No. Skip the Pack Hunter. There, another creature I can cast. Are you getting tired yet, enemy? 2 more life gains. Sure, we'll keep that. Still keeping it. Next. Targeted token I control. I only have those guys as tokens, right? And then I can, let's go ahead and pump up the chariot. 2 more life. Because we got the token creature. Still no sign of the teleportation circle. The 14 points, takes 11. Not enough to kick it. But you get to push some people up. Okay, so what do I want to do? We do want to block some people. We can't block the 6. We can block Toski. So we'll block him. And 3. 1, 2, 3. And that's all she wrote. What does it mean to be a chronic pappy? Alright, I'm glad to see Teleportation Circle in here, even if I don't have the mana for it yet. Because I think we've only had one match so far where we got the card showing up and playing. The other times we still won, but without the Teleportation Circle. Which is kind of good. It means you made a good, robust deck. You don't want to have a one-trick pony, really. You do want to... you only got 60 or so cards. And you're not always going to get the one card you want out. Oh, what kind of a burn deck are we going up against here? But by the nature of the theme week that I'm doing, I've got Teleportation Circle in every deck this week. But they're different colors. So since I've already got an all-white deck and I've got a white-black deck, I've already used a lot of the white cards that benefit from Teleportation Circle. So a lot of the rest are going to be the green cards. So it's going to be a green-heavy deck. No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to waste our treasure just yet. Are you just a bunch of burn spells? Like it. Let's go get Ranger class. He's killing my guys so much I don't really need a second Teleportation Circle before I even get the mana for it. I'm not sure why that took you so long. You're a burn deck. How hard is it to burn? And don't want to auto pay still. need to be able to pump him up to handle Florian at least. Even though it means he can hit me next turn. Do you have blue removal or black removal? No? Okay. Let's see. Total amount of life your opponent's lost this turn. I'm not going to have 2 blockers if he does flashbacks, so he's going to get me no matter what. Florian's a devastating card with the combination of his power with the first strike. Almost makes me think he's overpowered. Figured he'd do that. That's a bad card. Do I have any way to gain life? I don't think I do. I'm just dead next turn. No, but he lost it, right? He doesn't get to use it anymore, does he? Let's do a little fighting. Another one. Okay. Let's do a Seeker's Chariot. And then we'll do the teleportation circle. And now we're cooking with gas. Redo the artifact, get 2 more kitties. Shocking. He does have a lot of these small burn spells, doesn't he? What do we got? Another haster. That's fine for the scry. We'll take that. Let's see. Up it down. What else can I do here? Anything? I guess I can attack again. I'm kind of worried he might have 1 or 3 more copies of Inescapable Blaze handy. But we can bounce the chariot and get a couple more life points back. Thanks to Innkeeper being out finally. And he gives up the ghost. Alright, I think the little extra life gain that Teleportation Circle gave us, combined with Innkeeper was our saving grace. It made him think that he couldn't take us after all. He was going to stay in it until then. But getting an extra 2 cats every single turn plus the life gain, there was just nothing he had left in his tank to top deck that could counter that. Alright, that's the deck. This deck could probably use one more copy of Teleportation Circle. I don't know if I'd do 4. Most people do tend to do 4 when they do a circle deck. But I don't want it to come up too often and eat up room in my hand when I may not have the land to cast everything right away. But also, this account is a free-to-play account, and we don't spend our wild cards, because I could get, a lot more Asika's Chariots, because it's such a powerful card. A lot of people are running 4 copies of it in their deck, right? I only have 1 copy right now, so that's the only copy I make do with. Because I wanted to prove a point that even if you're a newcomer to Magic and you're coming on and you're facing all these guys with 4 copies of mythic rare wild cards and stuff like that, or that they got from their wild cards, you can still just make do with, 1 copy of a good card here, a couple copies of another good card here. You can go into your collection and make a good, playable, fun deck that's actually a little competitive based on what you have, without having to spend a lot of money, and maybe even just at the very beginning before you get a lot of wild cards. So that's what this deck is. I really emphasize putting in the type of cards, like whenever you have something enter the battlefield, and made the how do I want to say, I added in the dual color stuff, so the white and green cards got in there that worked very well with the circle, and the other cards that worked very well with the circle that were mostly green. So this will happen for the rest of the themed week, because we do like blinking red or blinking blue and all those kind of decks. Is we'll have just a few of the white cards enough to help out, but since we've already got other decks that have a lot of white cards in them that benefit from Teleportation Circle, we're going to focus on making decks with the other colors, where it's primarily going to be the other color. And so we'll just have a little splash of white in there to get the circle out, and really to help us out the most. But in the meantime, we could play more games, but that's 4 matches, and I think that's a good demonstration of it. If you guys want to see longer videos, or you want to see more gameplay to make sure that we get to play more of the cards and see how they work together, and see perhaps how they bounce off of each other and make the deck even more awesome when it fires off well, let me know in the comments. In the meantime, like, subscribe, come back. We're going to have another new deck right around the corner here at Tpull's Corner. Have a good one.